Hey folks, it's Psychotic Comedian. It's been probably about 3 months since I've been here, so I thought I'd do another show. So let's get this thing going. Okay. One of my heinous jobs, UPT, I've had. I've one of the most jobs I didn't like. I worked at an apartment complex. I did stuff like I satisfied sexually the secretary. I mowed. I changed light bulbs, and moved furniture around. Well, Christ's sakes, UPTV, the first day I was on the job, at lunchtime, the boss comes in and says, "You eat your goddamn lunch on your own time, son," and he fed it to the dog. At lunchtime, or in the afternoon, I was changing a light bulb, and the boss comes, kicks me in the nuts, and he says, "Dance, chicken," and he starts shooting at me, and at the end of the day, he ran me over with his truck. That's the last time I'm working for family, UPTV. All right. I woke up one morning, and I heard a big sound. And for Christ's sakes, UPTV, I saw a Boeing 747 jet in my parking lot. I saw the guy, and he introduced himself as Captain Stubing, and he had the name tag on and everything. How about that? But I think we've got a delusional air pilot on our hands out where I'm at. He takes that damn thing everywhere. He goes across, when he goes grocery shopping, he goes across the Champaign-Urbana state line, and I don't know, you deal with what you got to deal with. Oh, Fred. Well, UPTV, I often thought what it'd like to be to have a mentally ill dating show. So let's take a stab at this, shall we? Hi, my name's Wink Martindale, and welcome to the mentally ill dating show. Our first contestant, Jason loves this guy, is Biff Malibu. He likes to stare at his living room or wall for hours at a time. He's a chronic masturbator, and he likes to bob for antidepressants. How about that? Our next contestant is Bill Davies. He likes to throw up his arms for no particular reason and run down the street in his underwear screaming, "They're out to get me." He likes to listen to death metal, and he likes to eat dog shit, UPT. How about that? And here's our last contestant, Henry Thorne. This is like the card he holds up here. He likes beating himself senseless with his tire iron and taking shits in public parks and walking around in a row pretending to be Socrates. How about that? And now let's bring on the women. Our first contestant is Jennifer Sparks. She likes to shave her head and sing show tunes. She likes to smell her finger and guys with a lot of body hair. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I might be a match for her. How about that? Our second contestant is Kelly Preston. She likes hanging out at the pharmacy, sniffing dog turds, and face painting. And last but not least is Shelley Winter. She likes pretending to be Catwoman, freaking out at nothing at all, UPTV, and belly dancing with kangaroos. It'd be interesting, wouldn't it? All right. Hey, how's it going? Well, UPTV, YouTube, now that I'm in the YouTube field, they sent me out to Europe to do a social experiment. Yeah, they did. My social experiment was to ask 200 European women if they wanted to have sex. Actually, another guy did this. And here's kind of how it goes. Hey, ladies, you guys want to have sex? Who are you? I'm Paul from Illinois. But Paul from Illinois, what did you want again? I want to know if you girls wanted to have sex. Well, I only take pussy, not dick. Whatever, UPTV, whatever. Well, UPTV, I had my first steady girlfriend, seriously, when I was in high school. We both got legal. We both turned 18 years of age. And I was over at Nikki's apartment one night, and she was dancing nude on my bed and stuff. She says, Paulie, can I ask you a question? I go, yeah. She goes, you a virgin? I said, yeah. She goes, what? I go, so she said, well, you've never had sex, but have you ever had a blowjob? I said, no. I said, you could give me a blowjob. She goes, I didn't say I was going to do it. But then I go, well, Nikki, we've been going out for a year now, you know. I think you're so nice and so pretty. She says, okay, mister, whip it out. She goes, oh, Paul, that's pretty decent size there. You weren't lying. I said, well, she goes, well, let me change your world. And then she starts sucking on my cock. I go, can I come on your face? She goes, no, no. I go, oh. And then she goes, I go, you're so pretty. She goes, yeah, with your jizz all over my face, Paul, I bet. I said, thank you. She says, you're welcome. And she says, get out of here, Brad. I said, okay. How about that? I always want to think what a conversation with Bill Clinton when he was getting blown by Monica Lewinsky would be when he's talking to another senator. Yeah, Senator Dixon. I think that, veto would go so well in the Senate. Yeah. Well, once you talk to who you can get a hold of, okay? You okay, Clinton? Yeah, it's just been a really exhilarating experience talking to you. All right. Okay, hey, I thought I'm really starting to get depressed going into the coffee shops, and it's better maybe to stay out of there and for a while. But I went into this one coffee shop and I asked this girl Trixie. I said, "Can I stick my tongue in your pink and 3 fingers in your stink?" "Who's this muscular man sitting by?" She goes, "Oh, that's my dad." "Hey, Mr. Cummings, your daughter has a hell of a rack." "Well, Paul, I've seen what you have downstairs, and I think probably you are going to have to use your tongue." All right. Well, UPTV, I got a pet lion named Fred. We always get the strangest looks when I walk him down the street. Fred, the lion, when he's roughhousing, he has my head all in his mouth, and he like throws me around like a rag doll. And when I'm roughhousing with him, I'll get him by the tail and hit him up against the ground and stuff, like bam bam. But I guess you could always say they'll have pussy back at my home, huh? My last therapist that I had, just another person in the world that had diarrhea of the brain that came out through the mouth. She said, I think you need to have sex, Paul. Can't you get it? But that went in one ear and out the other, like other people I don't want to listen to. But I had a flashback the other day. Now I remember it, she was totally nude, and I didn't see her hands across the table. I guess maybe I was dreaming of a massage with a happy ending, don't you think, there, UPTV? All right. Here, this is my future horrific marriage. The priest, who cares what his name is? Do you, Nikki, can you just shut up for a while? Well, I guess so. The piece of shit keeps hanging around, and I think the bastard got me pregnant. And my baby needs someone to look up to. Even if there's this cocksucker to the left of me. Mr. Pounder, do you take Nikki to be your wife? Well, I must admit, there's never a dull moment with this psycho bitch around. And with her here now, I don't have to go look for pussy because I have this tramp here. So yeah, I guess so. Well, now you pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. That should do you, you old whore, for a few days. All right. My good friend, actually, that I met at a acting class, you know, I can't really tell her anything. She's young and kind of immature. She's like 24, 25. Actually, that is true that I did meet. She went off to New York to try to make it in Broadway. I go, well, good luck. But she calls me on the phone, you know, and she says, Paul, I can't even make rent out here, where she couldn't. So I took out about $5,000 out of my account and went out there and took a cab to her apartment. And I thought I was in a little bit of a wily mood, UPTV. I thought I'd mess with the mind of the cab driver. And the cab driver goes, "How you doing, sir?" I go, "Well, I got fired from my job. The boss said I wasn't pulling my weight. My wife left me for a married couple and their babysitter. My back's constantly hurt. Can you pull here by the side of the bridge?" Okay. "Life just isn't worth living anymore, Habib." "No, don't do it, sir. What about your mom?" "My mom don't give a shit about me. My dad understands." "I'll let you fuck my wife." "Whoa, let me get that. How old is she?" 34. "How old?" 24. "You got yourself a bet." The cabbie's like, "Fifth one I've saved this week." Whatever. Well, if you guys ever seen, I think Jim Carrey, I like okay. But he did, not that he gives a shit, he's a millionaire. But this was from 90 to 94, he did Fire Marshal Bill. You remember that one, Jason? Fire Marshal Bill? Okay. Where he'd go around and stuff. And this, I'm going to reenact a scene from the show when he goes into a supermarket. So let's go and do. I'll just be leaning back maybe once. Not now, though. After the riots, a grand opening of the new supermarket, L.A. County Market. So I hear you guys like taking shots at firemen. Who are you? I'm Fire Marshal Bill, and quite frankly, I'm a little pissed. Sir, the riots are over. The riots might be over, ma'am, but the hatchet remains. Attention, shoppers! We have today's special is civil unrest. Let me show you something. You're supposed the justice system just let you down big time, and you decide the market here owes you a favorite case of your malt liquor. So you're rolling down the aisle. You say, "Hey, there's Tatum O'Neal riding nude on a unicycle." Oh, you fall back. "Doesn't that hurt, sir?" "Son, you don't know what pain is till you stopped around a machine gun fire with your teeth." "Uh-oh, I see a baby that needs to be spanked." "Sir, just what the heck do you think you're doing?" I'm just chopping some meat." "Well, you better pop a rubber. Those meat grinders can be a narcoleptic's nightmare." "Let me show you something." Suppose you're up all night, you have a leather pouch on you, you're totally exhausted, and outside there's a couple cops beating the hell out of Rodney Allen Smith, and you mistake your right hand for a piece of ground round. Lights out! Next thing you know, your hand looks like leftovers from last Thanksgiving's dinner. Uh-oh. Walk right here. "Can I borrow those pliers, Mr. Goodwrench?" "Yeah." What the hell was the lesson in that? Can't I do anything for fun? Put that under your pillow. "Sir," this is a politician, "Sir, I am in total control of the situation." "I differ, ma'am. You know how guys have no idea how close you are to total destruction." Let me show you something. You're not going to drop that dynamite, are you, Bill? Don't worry, ma'am. I am a fire marshal. So it blows up. Now where are we going to shop? Why are they doing this? He has his head in his hand. Can't we all just get along? Can't we get along? The kitchen shoppers, all merchandise must go. All right, that's that scene. Should I do a commentary? I'll do a commentary real quick before the end of the show. I find it, I'm not feeling sorry for myself at all. I'm going to be 45 years old. But I find it kind of hard to believe that no single girl has ever been interested in me. I don't know. It used to bother me in my 20s and my early 30s. But now I'm 45, I don't care. It don't matter. I'm happy just being me. Being by myself. But I'd go sitting in a coffee shop or whatever, and I see a 27-year-old cute thing talking to a guy with no hair on his head, a ponytail and back, and he's overweight. I'll go up to him and say, "You, him? Whatever. And quite often, as I often do, I'll throw my head in my hand and say, what am I doing here? But like I say, I know there's nothing wrong with me because I do films and stuff, and that's kind of, that's where I meet women and stuff doing that. Not so much in this town, but anyway, I was going to do one more nasty bit, but Jason's giving me a look, so let's not do that, Paul. Anyway, it's so good to see you guys on UPTV land every Friday, 1-ish, 1:30-ish. And it's good to see my fans or the people who watch me on YouTube. And this is the Psychotic Comedian bidding you adieu. Aces, man, aces.